Hello and welcome to another budgeting video. Today we're going to be talking about what I spent in March and what I planned on spending for April. Okay, so for March, everything stayed the same in my fixed checking account. So I got $480 in terms of my paycheck and my starting balance was the same. And only thing that I had taken out was $250 for housing. So that's all set on that side. Most of the changes occurred on the variable checking account side as usual. So first things, I worked on my extra job and I got paid today actually, and my paycheck was less than I estimated, and I usually use a paycheck calculator to estimate how much I'm going to get paid, and it usually varies from the actual paycheck a little bit. So I ended up getting $1,465.12. Tax refund stayed the same, and I actually ended up transferring some money over to my checking account because, as I mentioned in my April reset, which I will have available for you guys to watch if it isn't already, I transferred all of the money that I had in Bitcoin to my checking account. So eventually I cashed out of Bitcoin for reasons that I got into in that video, so I won't belabor the point here. But that ended up being $733. So in terms of my total for the month I had to work with in terms of income was $10,118.64. Now internet remained the same, electricity was the same because that's what the bill called for, and then groceries, I ended up going over groceries because one, I bought a lot of groceries, and two, inflation, I guess. That's what we're gonna blame it on. Like everything is we're just gonna blame it on inflation. So $306.80, and then I got some supplements. So I think I got some protein powder and then my usual omega-3 packets, and that ended up being $57.44. And then gas, I also went over that. I don't know why I had this at $150. Like that is how much I was paying for gas before it went up to like over $4. So anyway, with a new $4 plus per gallon, I ended up spending $212.67. So needless to say, in my budget for April, I will be increasing my gas budget, which you'll see in a minute. For auto payment, I ended up not having to pay an extra $500. I went into the dealership to get my paperwork ready for the car that I should be picking up in a couple weeks, and I didn't have to pay anything. Everything, as in the cost for the car from now on, will just be on my loan. So when that gets finalized, I'll of course let you guys know the payments and the other details, etc. So $0 for that. Cell phone ended up being less than this. It was just $70 because they had overcharged me on my bill. So I called them and got that sorted. So $70. Subscription is the same at $18.99. Investments, like I said, I cashed out of Bitcoin and stopped putting the $60 a month or $60 a week towards it. So $0 to that kind of an investment. Obviously, I think I mentioned this before, I invest outside of this paycheck amount that you see here. So before I pay myself, I put all my money towards my investment account, and then of course money comes out pre-tax through my employer as well, so this is excluding that. And then for restaurants, I had budgeted $100 and I spent $93.26. So I stayed within budget there. And then I ended up getting a massage. So that cost me $188, which was more than I anticipated. So I'm not keen on going back there. That was Massage Envy, by the way. I went there about a month ago, and I think I had gotten some introductory price clearly because they want you to join a membership for $70 a month, which I am not trying to do. Like I literally hate like reoccurring expenses or slash subscriptions. So because I didn't get the introductory rate, I ended up paying full price. So yeah, I'm done with them. For now, I'll probably I have a spa that I like to go to instead, so I'll just get my massages there from now on. And then hair care, I spent $21.18 on some flexi rods, which I have here actually to show you guys because I'm thinking about doing something else with my hair to like keep it stretched. Like normally I put it in cornrows, as you have seen, not cornrows but like flat twist, and then just like undo that and wear that in a loose bun, but I'm trying to switch it up, so we'll see how this works. Anytime I try to do anything with my hair like extra, it never works out, so I'm just like whatever, we'll see. That might have been a waste of $21, but it's okay. Toiletries, I ended up spending $55.86 at Aveda. I got a few hand lotions, and of course $55 on hand lotion is a lot, but honestly it's like one of the few hand lotions that I actually enjoy using and that actually works. So I'm just like willing to spend the money, and it lasts like a really long time. So hopefully, you know, that's it for hand lotion for the rest of the year, but we'll see. And then personal care, I spent $38.26, and then I went to a few coffee shops as usual with my guy, so $18.92 was the total for that. So for the month of March, I spent $1,170.04 in my variable checking account, and my ending balance in that account would have been $8,948.60, and my monthly spending, so these two things together, equal $1,420.44. So my paychecks, my extra paycheck, my tax refund minus my spending equals $5,824.32. So that's the amount of money that I would have been able to save for the month of March. Now let's move on to April. So for April, we have a few new expense categories. So like I mentioned, I should be getting my car by then, so I will have a car payment, and then I have my insurance, which is billed every 6 months, coming out as well. So I have my fixed checking account and my variable checking account here. In terms of the amount that is going to be going to my fixed checking account, and this is money that I pay myself so that I can pay my bills and buy other things that I desire, I will be putting $2,335 in my fixed checking account. The balance in that checking account as of today is $1,919.72, and I will only be having expenses out of the transportation category, and those expenses total $2,231.77. So that's it for that side. And then variable checking, I'm paying myself approximately $1,017.24. The starting balance is $3,533.67. Because if you saw from last month, I actually transferred money into my investment account, so that is like the tax refund that I ended up getting that got sent to my brokerage account. So that's why the balance is lower than the end balance in what I budgeted for April. So that explains that. And then other income, shouldn't be getting anything, like I don't plan on doing anything, but you never know. And I'm not really planning to transfer any money either, so we're just down to the regular thing. So internet, $49.99. Electricity, I'm just budgeting $40. I haven't gotten my electricity bill yet, so I don't know what it is, but it should be within that range. Groceries, we're gonna budget $300. Restaurants, we're gonna dial that back to $50 from $100 from last month. And then supplements, I shouldn't be buying any supplements this month. Gas, like I said, we have to bump that up, so $2.50. So $100 more from, you know, what it usually was. And then my cell phone should be $50 because of price adjustments. It's normally $70. And then subscriptions, $18.99 as usual. And then the only other new thing that should be happening this month is that Sephora is going to be having their VIB spring sale. So I normally stock up on my skincare and body care stuff then, and I'm budgeting around $400 for that. So in total, I should have $1,158.98 in terms of expenses, leaving me with an end balance of $3,391.93. And then in terms of my monthly spending, so these two numbers combined, that equals $3,990.75. And then in terms of my what I get paid and what I'm spending, I'm going to be negative $38.51. That is because I am spending more than my paycheck, and that's okay because of course I always have a balance in my checking account, so that $38.51 is just going to be coming from the balance that was previously there. So that is it for my April and March recap in terms of budgeting. Let me know what you guys have planned for the upcoming months, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.